Ty Jerome is heading to Memphis. Memphis is at a busy, busy day. Seriously, they've brought back everybody. They've given out contracts. They've given out money like you didn't even know that they had to spend. And look at this. It's a 3-year deal, $28 million for Ty Jerome. Very much deserving of it. He's going to be a guy who's going to be able to come in, be plug and play, and really help out a squad that whenever Scottie Pippen or John Morant got stifled, they didn't have another guy, whether it was injury or just, an off night. And bringing in now Ty Jerome, and I know some people are going to be like, he was terrible in the playoffs. Hey, Ty Jerome almost had a 50, 40, 90 and was a 6-man of the year candidate for a reason. So to me, when you bring in a guy like that who can be a bona fide double-digit scorer, who can create for others, and be a player that can really help lift the second unit, now that John Morant, Contavious Caldwell-Pope, Jalen Wells, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Zach Edey make your starting lineup, Santi Aldama, Ty Jerome, Scottie Pippen, you would assume either Brandon Clark or Jay Huff is the center. And then you still have Cedric Howard, Cam Spencer. Allegedly, Cole Anthony will be heading to the free agency market as a buyout. They still have Gigi Jackson. And I just think this is just a team, when they brought in Javon Small and Jemai, Myshak. But I really like what they've done here, putting together pieces that work and to help raise the floor of their team. To me, you have a guy right here in Ty Jerome who this past season, yes, he's a bit of a defensive liability, but he's going to be a guy who can play with Ja or can alleviate Ja, can play with Scotty or can alleviate Scotty. You have, as I've said, Cedric Howard, Contavious Caldwell-Pope, and Jalen Wells replacing Desmond Bane's production. So to me, I think you've done a good job of putting together numbers or players in numbers to help lift this, the ceiling of this team. And I've enjoyed it, and I think this is what you need to do if you're trying to go from a team that their biggest problem was depth. Now you've got an insane amount of depth that I think previously people probably would have been surprised if they had seen, or if you had told somebody that this was going to be the type of moves that the Memphis Grizzlies did, because a lot of people would have said that like they don't have the ability to do that. But the fact that they've given them the flexibility and jumped through the financial, salary cap gymnastics to do it, I think is even more impressive. So let me hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comment section. What do you think? If you guys agree with me or not. I definitely think this is a team that has improved their floor and their ceiling as a result of these moves. And Ty Jerome is a bona fide scorer who's going to really help this team become a more efficient offense, and he'll fit Thomas Isalu's offense.